Hi, I'm Brianna and welcome to Brianna Cooks, a cooking show for college students by a college student. Today we'll be making beef enchiladas with a side of Mexican rice. So first thing I'm going to do is wash my rice. And you just want to do this to get all the dirt and grime out your rice. And I have this little thing that I'm going to do and dump it into here. That way I don't lose any rice in the process. If you hear me talking to somebody, it's my cameramen, Jason and Connor. Say hello.
Hey.
Hi.
So we're going to start chopping our onion and our garlic right now. So I'm going to go over here and peel the skin off of my onion. Okay. Got my knife. Go ahead and peel my garlic. And I'm going to go ahead and peel my garlic too. Okay, so the recipe calls for an entire white onion, so we're just gonna go ahead and cut this half off and cut the other end off as well. And what I like to do, I like to cut my onion down the side or middle like this, and I keep cutting. I might cry. These onions hurt my eyes. I cut the onion down. Flip it around if you want, make it easier for you. All right, and then once I already cut it down this way, I'm going to flip the onion and start cutting the opposite way. Oh, I'm about to cry. This knife is no good. She got a different knife. Oh my gosh, it's crumbling.
That looks like a mess.
I know, this knife is trash and now I'm crying. Okay, my eyes hurt, my eyes hurt. I can't see. I can't see. My eyes hurt.
Maybe you should get some new knives.
Your eyes don't burn when you cut onions?
Not really.
Not really, no.
Mine do.
I'm used to it. I'm an amazing chef.
All right, we gotta see you one day, Connor.
So you just want to be careful cutting your onions because you might cry, like I'm doing right now. And you just want to get small pieces. Just keep cutting. You don't want big chunks of onion. Oh, wow. Oopsies.
Let's get a zoom in on that face.
You said you're going to zoom in on my face?
Go ahead and look up again.
Whoa, oh my gosh.
My eyes! The onions burn. Okay. Y'all really don't cry?
No.
No,
Why not?
I think that's...
Do you know what it is? The thing that makes you cry is actually in the top and the bottom of the onion. So when you cut those off, it releases all of the spores.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's why I cut my onion in the middle first, and then I cut it outwards.
I don't do that. I just start cutting away.
Wow, you like really bawling tears.
Struggling.
That's why this looks a mess, because I can't see.
Or is it just your knife skills?
You said what?
I think.
I can't believe you chose that baby knife.
Exactly.
Huh?
I can't believe you
chose the
chose that
smallest
baby
knife.
knife.
I know. It's too late now, guys. How about that?
Jeez, man.
Y'all, this is what happened last time. You tried to rush me. Let me do me. You can't rush the process.
Literally can though. They do it all the time in cooking shows.
You ain't finna rush me. And then try to rate my food a 1. It's too much garlic. Y'all was choking on that garlic last time.
You gotta get another knife for that garlic though. It's gonna be too big.
You need a lot. You need to cut that joint up like paste.
It's gonna be too big. Oh my gosh, this onion.
What, it smells good?
No, it's taking so long.
Can you shut up?
This is a show going on network television.
All right. I don't want to hear no, the onion pieces are too big, Brianna.
Cutting. Are you gonna saute those? Are you gonna cook them down?
Yeah.
I like onions though.
Yeah, I'm gonna saute these down for like 2 minutes.
I like onions though.
All right, so now we are chopping the garlic to tiny pieces. And this will go into our pan later on after we saute the onions. So now you're gonna turn your stove on, and we have extra virgin olive oil. And we're just gonna go ahead and add some to our onions. And we're going to saute our onions until they brown a little bit, so 3 to 4 minutes. So we are just sauteing our onions right now. The heat right now is on medium. We just want to keep moving them around in the olive oil. You can turn the heat up just a little bit to help speed the sauteing process. So now I'm going to add in my garlic. And we're just gonna saute it some more for another 3 to 4 minutes. So next we're gonna go ahead and pour in our chicken stock. You're going to want 1 cup and 3/4 of chicken stock. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill it to the line. And I like to get eye level to make sure I have the right measurement.
So you said that's chicken stock, right? What's chicken stock made out of?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I would assume chicken.
Yeah, maybe they're bones or something. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat down to a medium. We're just gonna add in our chicken stock. All right. You also wanna go ahead and add in your rice at this part too. All right, and you're gonna want to mix that around. So I'm gonna get some cumin powder, ground cumin. I'm just gonna put a little bit. You don't need too much, just a tiny bit. We're gonna do smoked paprika. And paprika gives it color and adds a little bit of taste. Paprika doesn't really have too much of a taste. It's very, very faint in my personal opinion. We're gonna do some salt. Some chili powder. Okay. And then just some black pepper. And you're gonna want to mix that all in. So we're just gonna stir all the ingredients in here. We're going to bring it to a boil, and then we're going to cover it with a lid, and we'll be right back.
My grandfather was part of the study, Alec Ware, and Frank Cooper. Just get educated about what went on with the study.
It's just amazing how people still don't know. And now they're comparing it to the COVID-19. It's not a comparison.
Due to the fact that they wasn't given treatments, things have changed now. I've been a nurse since 1981. I just started wanting to do something to give back. You know, after I found out what happened to my great-grandfathers.
And I made the decision that I was gonna get the shot. That's the reason I'm doing it. I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my kids.
Thank you so much. Yes.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Welcome back. Now we're gonna get started on our enchiladas. So I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping up one red bell pepper. There is proper ways to cut a bell pepper. I personally just start cutting on the sides like this. All right, you don't really need this part unless you want maybe some more red bell pepper. So we're just gonna go ahead and start slicing down the red bell pepper. Do y'all like peppers?
I love them. Sometimes. Depending on which one it is.
I grew an acquired taste for them.
They don't taste like anything.
Yes, they do. I can't eat them raw. Can you eat them raw?
Yeah, I dip them in ranch.
What type do you usually like?
You say what?
What type of pepper do you usually like?
I don't really like peppers unless they're cooked. So, I mean, I like all kinds, technically, if they're cooked. But sometimes, even if they're not cooked all the way, I still find myself picking them out in my food.
What's the hottest type of pepper that you've ever eaten?
I don't know. I don't eat hot peppers like that. I was gonna get some ghost chili peppers for y'all to try.
You should try California Reaper. Oh man, those are spicy.
Okay, so now once your red peppers are chopped, you're gonna move on to your garlic. We're only doing 2 cloves.
Again?
Only 2 cloves?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Did we use 2 cloves in the other dish as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, alright.
That's a whole clove, isn't it?
That's a healthy meal.
It is.
Great Scott.
Just gonna go ahead and start chopping your garlic.
That's a big piece of garlic too.
Yeah, so.
Already.
So are you gonna use the whole 2 cloves, or are you just gonna use
Maybe
some
not.
of it?
Probably some of it.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just use what's on the blade. I mean,
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you could just use just the one.
yeah.
I could, but I already opened this one.
You
so-
could just use really what's
Oh,
stuck
no.
to the knife.
It's already exposed.
Cause that's like the perfect size.
It's like literally just the only amount that you really need.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're just gonna go ahead and put our garlic and our peppers in a bowl, and we're gonna move over to the stove. Okay, so now we're gonna start browning our ground beef. This is, how many pounds of ground beef is this? Not sure. It says, how much is this? I don't know, you just need a small package of ground beef. You're gonna go ahead and dump that in there. Okay. And I like to go ahead and just chop it up a little bit while the stove heats up.
And you don't need to use any oil or anything like that, or have you already added it?
It
to
makes
the pan?
its own. Turn the heat on the stove to about a medium. And you just want to start mushing it around till it starts to brown. It's gonna take a second. Okay, so our meat is browning. And you can go ahead and add in your chopped peppers and garlic to this part. That way they can go ahead and soften while the meat browns. You want to just mix this around. You can add onions to your enchiladas. But today we're not doing that. You just want to keep moving your meat around, that way it can brown some more. You can let it sit for a minute or two, and then once it sits, you're gonna go ahead and flip it. That way the pink on the top goes to the bottom and can brown. And if your peppers start to stick to the side of your pan, you just wanna push them down. That way they can soften. Let that brown some more. And we're gonna go ahead and start adding in our seasonings. You can get a taco seasoning packet, but you can also season it with regular seasonings. So we're gonna use cumin powder.
Cumin
Powder. Some red pepper flakes.
Spicy.
I like spicy food. You do some salt. Some pepper. And you're gonna stir in the seasonings. Now that all your seasonings have been cooked through, you're gonna set your meat aside and turn the stove off. And I'm going to turn the heat off on the rice because it's been about 18 minutes. I'm going to let it sit for another 2 to 3 minutes so the heat can rise to the top more. Next, we're going to start wrapping our enchiladas and put it into the oven. We'll be right back.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. High blood pressure silently affects millions of Americans. Staying on top of your blood pressure is as simple as these 4 easy steps. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org to learn more.
Dad? Being a dad can be transformative, but also a lot of fun. Help prepare your little monster for the outside world. Encourage their interests. Support their growth. Walk them through new relationships.
He's perfect.
Whatever you say.
And prepare them to stand on their own 2 feet.
So much of the good in my life is because of you.
Never stop being a dad.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September. I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs. And that's still not enough to put food on the table. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
So now that our rice has simmered for about 18 minutes and I let it sit for an extra 2 minutes, we can remove the lid. And look at all that goodness. Hey! Why are y'all laughing at me?
It's good. It does look like goodness.
It does.
It's like goodness gracious.
Okay, and you want to go ahead and fluff the rice.
You said it's gonna be your first time trying Mexican rice, Conan?
Yeah, sure.
Are you excited?
Not particularly, but
Why?
You looking like that and you're not excited?
No.
Man, you're different.
Okay, so now that our rice is done and our beef is browned, we're going to move on to the enchiladas. So I have a glass pan and I'm just gonna spray it with some cooking oil. And now we're gonna take red enchilada sauce. We're only gonna use about half of this and fill the bottom of the pan. just want to put it in there and make sure you're covering up all the surface area. So here's a little trick that I learned on YouTube on how to get the perfect enchilada tortillas. So you're going to go ahead and head over to your sink, and we're going to wet the paper towels. You're going to wring it out and go right back over to your counter space and open up the paper towel. And then from there, you're going to get your tortilla. You can use corn or flour tortillas. I prefer flour. They just taste so much better. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and put your tortilla in the wet paper towel. So it might take a little bit of maneuvering because this tortilla is a little big. You just want to make sure you're covering it. All right, so next you're going to add it, we'll put it into the microwave for about 30 to 45 seconds. So now once your tortilla is done in the microwave, it's a lot softer than what it was, and it's going to be a little hot. So you're just going to push the paper towel out the way. You're going to add just a little bit of meat into the center of your tortilla. Next, you're going to add some shredded cheese. This is a 4-cheese Mexican blend, but you can use whatever cheese you prefer. You're just going to add a little bit of cheese into the center on top of your meat. And then you're going to roll it. Just roll. Next, you are going to put the seam side of the tortilla down into your pan, and then you just continue the process until you fill your pan across with tortillas. Add your last little bit of meat. Add your cheese. You go ahead and start rolling. And you're just going to stuff them in there really tightly. You can go ahead and press the ends down. Move this paper towel out our way. And now we're going to get the rest of the enchilada sauce. And we're going to dump this on top. Need another can. Give me 1 second. There you go. Okay, I got another can of enchilada sauce just so I can cover the other pieces that didn't have enough sauce on them.
I like it saucy.
Now you're going to go ahead and top it with cheese. You go ahead and just dump it. I dumped the cheese on top of the enchiladas. And I knew I would not have enough cheese, so I have another one right here. Ooh, too much. Just want to make sure each enchilada gets a decent amount of cheese on top. Now that your cheese is on your enchiladas, you're gonna go ahead and pop it into the oven. The oven is set to 350. You're just gonna wanna cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Set my timer. I went ahead and set my timer to 17 minutes and we'll be right back.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hey, boss. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Since I was little, it was only like me and my parents.
You think you created family out of characters?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna take that, make it into a song.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at, on the way out? In my head, in my head, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Pop.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Welcome back. Now we're gonna take our enchiladas out of the oven.
I'm so excited. So excited.
The cheese is melted and it looks beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna begin plating. We're gonna start plating with the rice. Just gonna get a big old scoop of rice. So there you have it, cheesy beef enchiladas with a side of Mexican rice. This is my cameraman Jason, and he's gonna try the food and rate it.
All right, I'm gonna eat it from the front. Let's get some of this enchilada first. I need to try some of this, Colin. Oh my God, it's so good.
You like it?
10 out of 10. Let me try rice. Done it again. It's fantastic, amazing.
What can you taste in? What's the flavor profile?
I taste all the spices that she put in the rice and the meat. I taste the enchilada sauce, I taste the cheese. Everything just comes together and just forms this perfect marriage. It's really, really good.
Well, there you have it. Stay tuned for more easy and delicious recipes.